Hello and welcome to the conclusion of the Danse Des Femmes. I am Brandy Stark, the originator of this project, and rather than give you yet another long page of text, I thought we'd just do a little video and a little video chat. My associate here is actually a hand-carved skeleton from Mexico, a lovely piece of folk art, but his name is Maury, short for Memento Mori. He is standing in for Lamort today. Ultimately, I am this is another degree for me, and I have greatly enjoyed it. I started off studying ghosts, and I've studied them academically for about 20 years, 22 actually. I love them, and this was a nice connection for me to work with something a little more corporeal than the spiritual world. I am also an artist, and in fact, in 2007, when I started this project, yeah, it's been 10 years. In fact, I was making little things like this. This is a little crematorium box. Believe it or not, this is what you get ashes back for your pets. And inside, I have made a little Memento Mori. This one is called I Have Finally Reached the End of My Reading List. So it's polymer clay and actually 3D filament pen. So, how did this all start? Now that you know about me, I will tell you that this started in 2007. Once again, I took a class in the humanities on the Renaissance, feminism, sexuality, and sensuality, and it was as exciting as it sounds. It was a really cool class. And at the end, we had to do projects. So I went on to the Young Amazon, and I found a book that I thought was the Danse Macabre, and it turns out to be the Danse Macabre des Femmes. I was thrilled to find this, and in fact, if you're a librarian, please look away, but I have read this book numerous times. I have notes and all sorts of margins, and it even got hit with water, I'm sorry to say, but what a find. So ultimately, I do think this project for me was very enjoyable. I initially planned to do a paper, but it just didn't work out with time, and this is kind of neat because I can share this interest with others, and I'm hoping that it does inspire people to want to study this topic further. Now, just in case you are curious, stay. That may have been my starting material, but I have ultimately done lots and 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 lots more and tons of research. And so I'm actually looking forward to finishing this so I can have my desk back. So ultimately, what can you do with this project? Hopefully I'm saving you a little bit of time in your research, but each one of these pages, quite frankly, could be its own research paper. This could be a thesis for anybody. Each page can be expanded, but I'm hoping to give a little bit of insight to the nature of the Danse Macabre as a form of protofeminism. I do believe that the nature of the salvation, the element that a woman is in charge of her own salvation, particularly in a period of time where women were losing rights and feminine rights were fairly questionable in the Middle Ages, on and off. I think it's a pretty exciting topic. And of course, you know, it's very surreal. It's very strange to think that you are meeting your dead counterpart who is coming to take you away, quite literally. And there's nothing you can do. The judgment is done. So it's a great reminder that at any point we can die, and that's why I have my Buddhist, Tibetan Buddhist prayer beads here. Every day can be our last day. That is something that is replicated through this writing. Most of the women protest their deaths. Some are welcoming it, but most are pretty surprised, and a few want to redo, and there is no redo. So I'm hoping that you enjoy the project. I do want to thank everybody who has helped me with it, including Drs. Starks and Gresham from USF SP, my mother, who has very patiently read these papers. She's read all of my papers over the years, and she keeps reading them. It's great. My friends who have supported me, Heather Knight, who has very kindly answered my questions as kind of a prototype artist, tying the Middle Ages to today. I hopefully will get more artists who will want to participate and put some material up. It's free, and you're welcome to share links. But really, it takes a community sometimes to do a project, and I really do appreciate the support. I hope that you've enjoyed these pages. I hope that they have enlightened you somewhat. And with that, I will bid you adieu, but not the final adieu. Take care.